Good evening, everyone. Bob here. Welcome to Gentle Strength Workouts. And this evening it's all about getting a good night's sleep and bedtime. In 2019, a review came out from the Journal of Sports Medicine that if you exercise before bed, you'll get a great night's sleep. You will fall asleep quicker and you will stay asleep longer. As long as you do low impact and your adrenaline isn't increased in your body, your melatonin will kick in the way it should, and pleasant dreams will be the result. So today, we're going to present how to get your environment ready for sleep and what exercises you can do just before you close those eyes and have those pleasant dreams. The first exercise is called the owl, and you have a giant muscle in your neck. It goes from your brain down into your shoulder, and it's called the sternocleidomastoid muscle. You don't have to remember the name of it. It works in conjunction with the trapezius muscle, which goes from your chest over your shoulder into your neck and over your back. And it works in conjunction with the vagus nerve, which is the longest nerve in your body that starts up here in the base of your brain all the way down to your tailbone. And the vagus nerve is behind the sternocleidomastoid muscle. So the owl exercise looks like this. You can just sit on the edge of your bed. Make sure you push your chin back into your neck a little bit. You're sitting up nice and tall. And then slowly rotate or turn your head to the one side as far as you can go without any pain. And when you get there, you count 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring it back to center and then to the other side, keeping your chin tucked in, sitting up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, back to center, slowly look up. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly bring your chin to your chest. 3, 2, 1, head back to neutral. Tilt your head one way so your ear is reaching for the shoulder. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. And then turn it halfway one way. And then look down, chin to the chest. It's all 3, 2, 1. Center, and then halfway the other way, and look down. 3, 2, 1. That's the owl. That'll do wonders for your cervical spine and prepare you for sleep. So exercise number 2 is called the Way Scale, according to Stuart McGill, the famous back expert from the University of Waterloo. But we're going to call it the pillow because this is related to sleep. And we're going to use a pillow that raises our head just a little bit so our head doesn't hang back down. We want our head in neutral when we're sleeping too. Sometimes you use a yoga block or a towel or something to keep your head in neutral? Well, when we're in bed, we're using a nice pillow. It's not too soft, not too hard. It's just got our head in the right position. And we're going to take one leg and we're going to bend it so that our foot is flat. Our arms are at our sides. And then we're going to flex the foot or the straight leg. That tightens up some of the core muscles in your body, but not all of them, because now we've got to really, really, really think about pulling our belly button into our spine, squeezing our butt muscles, and tighten up our body as much as we can, engaging those core muscles. And then when we're ready, we lift our head off the pillow or the weigh scale so that there's no pressure, looking straight up, and go 3, 2, 1, and come back down. So bend that leg, straighten the other leg, flex the foot down there, tighten up everything in our leg, in our bum. This is a low back strengthening move. It's low impact. Your adrenal gland will work to give you some power to your immune system, but it won't overwork because it's all low impact. So with everything straight on that side of my body, and I'm sucking in my belly button to my spine, and when I'm ready, everything's tight, I lift my head up, look straight up, and go 3, 2, 1, and down you go. That's the weigh scale or the pillow. Exercise number 3 is called the bridge. Notice I'm bending my legs, my feet are flat, my arms are at my side, and when I lift up my hips as high as I can go, just my hips, trying to make a straight line from my shoulder to my knee, and my hip is in the middle, I'm squeezing my butt muscles, working my hip flexors, working my quads and my hamstrings. I'm doing a lot of work there. I'm trying to strengthen all those body parts, hamstrings, quads, glutes, and hip flexors. And I go 3, 2, 1, and down. Slowly I go back to the bed and straighten my legs. So I start in this position. Let's just do one of these. Bend my legs, get my knees pointing straight up. My heels are close to my bum. And when I'm ready, I take a deep breath in. And as I lift, I blow out. And down I go. So I'm incorporating the breath, and whenever you're doing any exercise, try to incorporate the breath by taking a deep breath in through your nose and blow out for as long as possible. That would be about a 3 or a 4 second hold, right? Blow out as long as possible on the exertion. So that's called the bridge. Exercise number 4 is called the resting child. I don't need a pillow for this, so I'll move it back up there. My hands are on the bed and my knees are on the bed and they're shoulder width apart. But I'm going to reach way out with my hands, way out in front. Okay? My knees didn't change. I'm going to put my one foot on top of the other foot. And then I'm going to push my hips back into my heels. My arms are really, really stretching. And my armpits are lowering down toward the bed. And I'm just going to keep my head in neutral here, looking straight down at the bed, pushing my hips way, way back. And I'm working my shoulders and my back, my upper back this time, to do this. So just to start again, place my hands way out in front as far as I can go. Keep my arms really, really straight. Overlap my feet in the back. Don't move my knees. Then take a deep breath in as I push my hips back to my heels. I blow out. That'll be about a 3 or a 4 count for me. So I take a deep breath in through my nose and blow out. And that's the resting child. The last exercise I'm going to do it lying down, but let me explain it first. It's called tapping or thumping your K27 or your thymus gland, which is here. And your thymus has a lot to do with your immune system and keeping the energy flowing in your body so that you can feel good and sleep. So I want to say something nice about myself as I tap too. So I'm going to say, I am a good person. You don't have to say it out loud, you can think it, but you say it or think it, this affirmation, while you're tapping. And if this is your collarbone here, there's a soft spot right in the middle. If you come down maybe about an inch and over an inch, right there is your K27. So I can tap with both hands or thump right on top of that as I'm saying my affirmation. Okay? And I think I'll tap for maybe 5 seconds. So I'm going to lie down. Where's my pillow? My fox pillow. It's about the right size. I'm going to put it there. This is the last thing we're going to do before we sleep. You might even want to tap until you fall asleep. Some people do that. Some people just tap and then they close their eyes and they're asleep. It might not happen the first time, but the tapping does work if you work at it, just like anything else. So I'm just lying here. I'm going to just take my hands and put them on my K27, my thymus gland right here, which is connected to my adrenal system. And I'm going to tap and say, I am a good person. I am a good person. Or think it. You don't have to tap too hard. You're just saying, wake up adrenal gland, wake up thymus. We want energy to flow, we need to sleep. And then you'll be asleep, or you can tap until you are asleep.